Good, we can start.
How's this transition been?
I mean, it's been great, back in the heat, new team, new faces, new offense. So just learn the offense, getting ready for the season, get ready to play.
How different is the offense than what you're used to?
I mean, I feel pretty much it's only so many concepts you can run, but it's more open because you have more guys that can make plays all over the place. So it's really just an open offense. You just running more tempo.
So, so far in practice, if you and Jordan have miscommunication, he comes over and talks to you right away. Norvell comes and talks to you right away. How much does that help to have that communication after a play? If you guys miss on something during the play,
I mean, it helps tremendously. You mess up, you want to knock that out the way and get the understanding of how it's supposed to work and how to make it work right then and there, so it doesn't happen another time.
One of the most fun matchups to watch has been you versus Fentrell Cypress. How's it been going up against him, and how's that competition been getting you better?
He's a pretty good cornerback. So it's, we get after each other every time that we get a chance to, and just the best player that rep wins.
When you have you on one side and Johnny on the other side, how explosive do you think this offense can be?
I mean, we'll just see. I mean, we can talk, but when we get out there on the field, that's when it's really going to show.
What do you like about this offense?
Really, we spread it around. We have guys like Jaheim, Johnny, myself, Marquise, then we have running backs in the backfield. So it's really just everybody eats, party in the end zone.
How is that competition for, because you guys have, like you mentioned, a lot of talent with Bell, with some of the receivers, some of the freshmen that came in. How is that competition in the wide receiver room? What's that been like so far?
I mean, it's been very productive. Everybody pushing everybody to get to an elite level because you are as good as your weakest link. So if everybody can play up to the standard, then we won't have any drop-offs once they get in the game and do what they need to do.
This and Hill's a new guy coming in along with you, like a new guy, but what have you kind of seen from him so far?
I mean, he's pretty good, bro. He's a fast learner, pick up the offense, physical. He can run. He's very fast. And getting in and out of his breaks and getting open and catching the ball, pretty much the same thing he did when he was in high school, just at a different level, a different clip. Now that he's able to, critique the small things in route running, so he's gonna be pretty good.
What's the one thing you want to learn? What's the next step for you in development?
Really just, getting ready for the season and really focusing on that, being a better teammate, and just helping my team win as many games as we can.
The quarterback wide receiver connection, how long does that take to build, or is that something that's going to be ongoing all season?
I mean, it's the reps. So the more reps you get, and the good thing is it's camp, so every chance you get, you're out there getting catches in, talking, because every time you don't have to be physical. You learn where you see what they see, understand the drops and things like that. They help you understand how you're supposed to get open, what angles and stuff like that. All they have to do is pretty much put the ball there and you catch it.
It's been an emphasis on downhill, downfield blocking here. A lot of big runs last year. The receiver spun somebody. Do you like that part of the game?
I love that part of the game. You running backs picking up linebackers and DNs that come loose all the time. So you return the favor by blocking for them, helping them get in the end zone and, partying in the end zone.
What do you think you do the best?
Really just get open, create separation, maintain separation, catching the ball, and being a good teammate.
What have you been able to learn from Johnny this year, or in the time you guys have been together?
Consistently using your size, pad level, because he's a bigger guy doing it, staying lower like he's 5'11". So really just size, pad level, still getting in and out of breaks and just helping each other film-wise, critiquing the small little things and our technique just to become a well-rounded receiver.
How much time do you spend studying film?
As much off time as I get. If I'm not in the training room on my phone, I'll go in the film room after I'm done. So, we get a few hour breaks each day. So every chance that I get, pretty much, even when I get home, 20 minutes of studying, 20 minutes of film right before bed, just really as much as I can.
What are the things that you've been taught to do when you're studying film?
Really depends on what you're studying. If you're studying defenses, watching your triangle, your ball, corner, safety. When you get good enough, you can see the opposite safety and you can see the shifts, the depths of the different safeties. When you're watching a certain corner, his rhythm of his press technique, his feet, what his feet doing, his eyes, what he's paying attention to, how loud he is at the line, like he's moving a lot, he's just quiet. His intentions at the line, things like that. What hand he likes to jam with, what side he doesn't like to kick stuff. What different techniques he like to use best. Just pretty much everything.
coach mentioned he turned up the heat today a little bit to having you guys do more after a day off.
They did?
Well, he said you guys were doing a little bit more today after a day off. So how do you think you guys came back after that first day off of practice starting?
We came out pretty good. To say we shift from an afternoon practice to a morning practice. I think we did pretty good with the intensity. You have lows within practice, but we elevated and then fought through those, hurt bodies or whatever the case may be, and mentally got tougher today. Took a step forward in the right direction.
How much better do you feel like you've already gotten since you've played the last few days, the first days of fall camp here?
A lot, because my main thing for me personally coming in was playing while tired. And trust me, you get tired out here in the heat and you run around, cleats get drenched, shorts get drenched, so it's putting weight on you. So just constantly running while you're tired. So when the fourth quarter do come in those big games, you just running by people.
You grew up in this humidity, but it's still an adjustment for you?
Nah, I'm pretty good. You gonna sweat, everybody gonna sweat, so I'm pretty good.
You like it better than snow?
I didn't mind the snow. It's cold, you get to wear jackets, you get to wear more clothes. I promise you I didn't mind the snow.